ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनं। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very warm welcome. So ananya jaake asi matina tarai Hanumanta. Bhagavan says, the one who is extremely devoted to me, the one who is a ananya bhaktaha, that person is very dear to me. मैं सेवक सचराचर रूप स्वामी भगवंत, and that Bhagavan manifested in the form of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. Now see, How beautifully Tulsidas ji expresses the next wonderful portion. देखि पवन सुत पति अनुकूला हृदय हर्ष भीति सब सूला नाथ शैल पर कपिपति रहई सो सुग्रीव दास तब आई तेहि सन नाथ मयत्री कीजे दीन जानि तेहि अभय करीजे सो सीता खर खोज कराई जहाँ तहाँ मरकट कोटि पठाई एहि विधि सकल कथा समुझाई लिए दुऔ जन पीठी चढ़ाई जब सुग्रीव राम कहु देखा अतिशय जन्म धन्य करि लेखा सादर मिले उनाई पद माथा भेठेड अनुज सहित रघुनाथा कपि कर मन विचार एहि रीति करिहहि विधि मोसन ए प्रीति तब हनुमंत उभय दिशि की सब कथा सुनाई पावक साखी देई करी जोरी प्रीति दृढ़ाई सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. In this wonderful fourth chaupai, Tulsidas says, देखि पवन सुत पति अनुकूला. Hanuman, Pavana Sutta, the sun, wind god, sun, Pati Anukula, he found his master to be so gracious, in spite of the fact that they are not the normal Manuja Janma. Still, the love that Ramchandraji showed Hanumanji, he felt so fulfilled, he felt so, wonderful, delighted, joyful, that he has found a master, a perfect master. Hridaya Harsha Biti Sabasula. Hridaya Harsha. His heart was so rejoiced. And all the agony disappeared. All the, doubts disappeared. Nath Saila Parakapi Pati Rahai. Hey Natha, my Lord, on the summit of this hill, Sugriva is living. So Sugriva dasa tava ahai. And that chief of monkeys, Sugriva, tava dasa ahai. He will be your servant. He is your servant. See, Sugriva has still not yet met Ramchandraji, but already Hanumanji declared, what? Sugriva is your servant. Why? Because he knew, Hanumanji knew who Sugriva was. In the sense, he knew that Sugriva is a very pious person. Sugriva is a virtuous person, and therefore he will not have any other opinion, difference of opinion, to accept that Bhagavan Ramchandraji is his master. Tehi sananath mayatri ki jai. Hey Natha, do one thing. Make friend with him. Why should I make a friend with him? Deen jani tehi abhaya kari jai. Not only you should make friend with him, you must also see, one thing is, even though you have afflictions, you have pain, you have suffering, etc., But when somebody comes for the sake of some help, then one should forget everything. This is also one of the reasons why Hanumanji wanted Ramchandraji to become a formal friend of Sugriva. Once you are a formal friend, then you should not take up your pain and suffering. You must, stretch your hand to help your friend. Now see, Dina Jani, knowing very well the glory of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji, Tehi Abhaya Kije, please, he is also afflicted. He is also in pain. Therefore, you, Bhagavan, please help him to get rid of his suffering also. You are Raghupati, he is Kapipati, Sugriva. Therefore, Parasparam, help each other so that both of your afflictions will end. So Sita kar khoja karai. He will help you to search for Sita. But how? See, jaha taha marakata koti pathai. He will immediately summon millions of Marakata, monkeys. He will summon all of them and he will send them in all directions in search of Sita ji. Ehi bidhi sakala katha samujai liye duao jana pithi chadai. And then he explained a little more explanations which probably are not listed here. He must have explained so many other things. And then he said, now we let us go. Then Ramchandraji must have told, okay, call him here, we will make friends. But Hanumanji says, Bhagavan, there is an issue. What is that? He cannot come down. Why? He is in such a condition that he cannot come down. Then how do you expect me to go up that far and climb and then become friend? Don't worry. I will take you on my shoulders. You see the photo, isn't it? Ramchandraji and Lakshmanji on either side seated and then Hanumanji taking them. He became huge so that Ramchandraji and Lakshmanji can comfortably sit on his shoulders and he could take them. Now, very interesting. Look at this way, how it is beautifully presented. If Hanumanji was a man in the man form, to sit on another man's shoulders will not be comfortable for both, isn't it? Man will not prefer to sit on another man's shoulder, but he is ready to sit on one animal's shoulder. Horse, elephant, and all, we sit over that. We means those whoever. Isn't it? We don't find it very, funny or something like that. Yeah, people sit and go. So he became monkey. Shivaji became monkey to Sir Ramchandraji. And to Sir Ramchandraji, these are the situations that may come up. Therefore, better to become an animal than a human being. Look at this wonderful vision of Shivaji. He became Hanumanji, Rudravatara. Second, Hanumanji could serve both Rama and Lakshmana. That is probably one of the reasons why Ramchandra said, I have love, double the love I have for Lakshmana, because he has to love both. And Shivaji was so happy that he has got wonderful opportunity to take Ramchandraji and Lakshmanji. जब सुग्रीव राम कहु देखा अतिशय जन्म धन्य करि लेखा. When Sugriva saw Ramchandraji, that is the glory of Bhagavan. The very vision of Bhagavan, the very sight of Bhagavan brings all of your pain and suffering completely eradicated. And Sugriva felt Atisaya Janma Dhanya Karileka. He felt now my very birth is highly blessed. I am blessed to have taken birth in this form at this time, to have even had the darshan of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. Sadara mile unai padamatha. He immediately got up and went fast towards Bhagavan and bowed his head at the feet of Bhagavan Shri Ramchandra ji. Bhentai anuja sahita raghunatha. Bhagavan and Lakshman ji, went forward. He also came forward. He wanted to fall at the feet of Bhagavan. He almost fell at his feet. Bhagavan lifted him and embraced him. So did Lakshmana later. Kapikaramana bichara ehiriti. Sugriva pondered within himself. His thoughts were there. What are they? Karihai bidhimo sanaye priti. Will these heavenly people make friends with me? Do I deserve that? Such, glorious people, will they make friends with me? Do I really deserve? Tab Hanumanta ubhaya disi ki sab katha sunai. Then Hanumanji is so good. He can sense everybody's mind. After all, Shivaji, Then he immediately sensed the condition. He introduced Ramchandra ji and he to Sugriva, and Sugriva to Ramchandra ji briskly. Not in elaborate form with whole story behind. All that he did not. He only briskly, introduced each other. And then, not only that, there is one very important point. Those days, these were all important. These days, we don't have that sincerity in our friendship and all. Therefore, like how in companies hire and fire, like that even friendship, become friend and go away from the friend. Every day is routine it has become. But those days, friendship must be, authentically made. Therefore, there had to be a witness for the friendship, it seems. So, what did Hanumanji do? Pavaka sakhi dei kari jori priti dridhai. What did he do? He immediately lit a fire. Agni Sakshi. They became friends. Ramchandra ji and Sugriva became close friends, and they sealed their friendship in front of fire. It also indicates, fire also indicates purity. That is why in front of the Agnihotra, and then even Vivaha, Agni Sakshi Vivaha is what we have. Through Agni Sakshi, the boy and the girl becomes, weds each other to live a wonderful life ahead. Agni Sakshi. So here also Hanumanji lit a fire, and then Agni Sakshi, Ramchandra ji and Sugriv ji became friends. Continuing. Kini priti kachu bichana rakha लचिमन राम चरित सब भाषा कह सुग्रीव नयन भरी बारी मिली नाथ मिथिलेश कुमारी मंत्रिन सहित इहाँ एक बारा बैठ रहे वो मैं करत बिचारा गगन पंथ देखी मैं जाता पर बस परी बहुत बिलपाता राम राम हा राम पुकारी हम ही देखी दीन्हे उपट डारी मागा राम तुरत ते ही दीन्हा पठउर लाई सोच अति कीन्हा कह सुग्रीव सुनहु रघुबीरा तजहु सोच मन आनहु धीरा सब प्रकार करी हमु सेवकाई, जेहि विधि मिली जानकी आई। सखा बचन सुनि हर्षे, कृपा सिंधु बल सीव। कारण कवन बसहु बन, मोह कहूँ सुग्रीव सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय। बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। कीन प्रीति कछु बीच न रखावा न राखा. Alliance was sealed, and after the alliance has been sealed, meaning the friendship has been sealed, there should not be any secret between the two. This is the lakshana of friendship. There should be no secrecy. Lachman Ramacharita Sababhasha. Then Lakshman, he narrated the whole story of Bhagavan Ramchandra ji's past until now elaborately to Sugriv ji. Kaha Sugriva Nayana Bhari Bari. Sugriva, listening to Ramchandra ji's story, was in tears. How much my Bhagavan must have gone through. He felt the pain that Ramchandra ji would have undergone. Therefore, his eyes were filled with tears. Milinatha Mitilesa Kumari. Immediately, he asked the promised. What? The daughter of Janaka, Mithilesa Kumari, the daughter of the king of Mithila, Milahinatha. Hinatha, my lord, she will surely be recovered. Look at the confidence. She will surely come and see you. How do you say so? Mantrina sahita iha ek bara, baith rahevu mein karata bichara. Bhagavan, I tell you how confidently I am telling you. Once, at a particular occasion, I was sitting here and deliberating with my ministers, counselors. What can we do? Now we are stuck in the hill, Rishyamukha Parvata. How can we go about? What should we do further? We were thinking. Gagana pantha dekhi main jata, parabasa pari bahuta bilapata. I saw one lady being captivated by the enemy who was flying in a chariot. Those days now we have heard, isn't it? Flying chariot, Pushpaka Vimana, etc. it is called. And she was shouting loudly. She was screaming. That scream itself showed that she was in distress. She is being captivated. Abducted. Rama Ramaha Rama Pukari. She loudly chanted Ramanama. She thought they are Rama Bhaktas, and then she threw her vastra, one of the vastra, Hamahi dekhi deen hevu patadari. Looking at us, she removed her scarf and she threw, screaming Rama, Rama, Rama iti. Maga Rama turatate hidinha. When Rama heard that, he said, please bring, I want to see it immediately. Please, he became a little restless. Now see, already they are in pain. At that time, one small hint also can be, you can become charged. Ramchandraji was immediately charged. Bring that vastra immediately. Let me see. And it was handed over to Ramchandraji, and Ramchandraji immediately recognized. It was a very convincing proof that that lady is Sita ji only. So Ramchandraji was so moved, he took it to his heart, and his eyes also was in tears. And The very way these people talked about the way she was taken, he felt very, very disturbed. Patavuralai socha atikinha. He took it to his heart and then he even showed it to Lakshmana. Hey Lakshmana, look at this. See, in one of the here it is not directly mentioned, but Valmiki Ramayan mentions and even Kamba Ramayan mentions that along with that Vastra, she had also taken out all her Abharana and she had put it and tied it on Vastra and then threw it towards that group of monkeys there. Immediately Ramchandraji opens and then he shows Lakshmana, Lakshmana, see this. Can you recognize these ornaments? Lakshmana looks at Ramchandraji. He understands that moment, the very mind, the very heart of Ramchandraji, so restless it had become. And he makes a statement. It is not much mentioned here, but in Valmiki Ramayana, it's a very, very, very beautiful statement that Lakshmana makes. Very powerful, very oft quoted, very famous, very popular. Naham janami keyure, naham janami kundale. He says, Bhagavan, I have never seen her armlets. I have never seen her, kundala. Why? I have never lifted my face. If you bring Sita ji in front and ask me to recognize looking at her face, I won't recognize. Why? I have never seen her. But look at this line. Nupure tvam abhijanami. Bhagavan, among these instruments, I can recognize the anklets. I don't know the armlet. I don't know the, kundala, earrings. I don't know any of them, but Rupure tvam abhijanami. I can definitely vouch seeing the anklets. Why? How do you say so? Nityam padabhivandanat. Every day I fall at her feet to take Ashirvadam from my mother Sita ji. Every day I touch her feet because every day I touch her feet, that anklet I remember. I am very sure, Abhijanami. I know for good. What? This is Sita ji's anklet. How much of reverence he had. How much of purity of heart he must have had. He has not even seen the face. I often tell in very many of the houses I have gone, there I did not have never made a mention. There are photographs of the Rama Parivara where Hanumanji is looking at Sita ji. Very wrong photo. I would definitely not mind telling you to get rid of that photo. Bring another one. Hanumanji or Lakshmanji never lifted the face and looked at Sita ji. They don't know how Sita ji would look like, her face. Why? They never lifted their face to look at them. Because of the perverted artists. I'm sorry to say so. Just to express their Kala Pratibha, they have made certain things which are absolutely wrong. Photos, if it has Hanumanji looking at Sita ji, please don't get that picture. And if you have, give it away or even leave it somewhere and come. There are people who leave some photos under the tree and things like that. Go, leave it and come. Doesn't matter. But get a photo where Hanumanji is looking at the feet. Look at that. Naham janami keyure, naham janami kundale. Nupure tum abhijanami, nityam pada abhivandanat. How beautiful statement. Similarly, you know, Lakshmanji also, Hanumanji also, both of them don't know Sitaji's face. What an amount of reverence. Kaha Sugriva Sunahu Raghubira. Sugriva then said, Hey Bhagavan, please listen. Tajahu socha, get out of worry. Remove, get rid of all worry. No more worry. Why? Mananahu dhira. Take courage in your heart. Look at the confidence that Sugriva is giving Ramchandra ji. Sab prakar kari haun sevakai. In all ways, Bhagavan, I will serve you. We will serve you. Entire community will serve you. Jehi vidhi milahi Janaki ai. In whichever way Janaki, Sitaji will come and see you. Just get rid of all your sorrow and pain. Be happy. Dheeraj rakho. Sakha bachana suni harshe kripa sindhu balasiva. Listening to his friend Sugriva's words, Sakha bachana suni harshe. Bhagavan Ramchandraji's heart was full of joy. What an amount of confidence. What an amount of, that wonderful requirement, at that time. Timely requirement. What is that concept? He wanted confidence that somewhere something should happen that I will see Sitaji. Sugriva says, Teji socha. We will find out. Karan kavana basahu bana mohikahum Sugriva kripa sindhu, ocean of mercy, who was at the same time Balasima. He is an embodiment of strength. And he became so happy listening to Sugriva. And then he slowly asked Sugriva, Karana kavana basahubana. What is the reason for you to stay in this vana, in this forest? Mohi kahahu. Tell me. Let me know. Only when Rama asked for the reason, then Sugriva tells everything. Until then, he forgot his problem. He rejuvenated himself. Bhagavan has come. The vision of Bhagavan is there. What more will I know? He was confident that it will be taken care. He forgot about his problems and he approached Bhagavan and gave him confidence. We will find Sitaji. What a wonderful knowledge. What a wonderful lesson. In our life, we have seen people, you go and become friend with a person, the friend who starts all his problems. And the new friend will not want to go with him again, not even talk to him again. He might block his number also. Is it not? So when somebody has come, we should forget all our pain and suffering, whatever it is, and be a wonderful friend. And until Bhagavan asks him what is your problem, Sugriva never opened. Hanumanji never told him. He only introduced, very neatly he introduced. But now Sugriva expresses why he is here. We will read the 6th chaupai. नाथ बाली अरु मैं द्वौ भाई प्रीति रही कछु बरनि न जाई मय सुत माया वीते ही नावु आवासो प्रभु हमरे गावु अर्धराति पुर द्वार पुकारा बानी रिपु बल सहै न पारा धावा बाली देखी सौभागा मैं पुनि गयउ बंधु संग लागा गिरिबर गुहा पैठ सो जाई तब बाली मोहि कहाँ बुझाई परिखेसु मोहि एक पखवारा, नहीं आवौ तब जाने सुमारा, मास दिवस तह रहे उखरारी, निसरी रुधिर धारतः भारी, बाली हते सि मोहि मारहि आई, सिला देई तह चले उपराई, मंत्री न पुर देखा बिनु साई, दीन हेवु मोहि राज बरियाई, बालिता ही मारी गृह आवा, देखी मोहि जिय भेद बढ़ावा, रिपु सम मोहि मारे सि अति भारी, हरि लीने सि सर्बसु अरुनारी, ताके भय रघुबीर कृपाला, सकल भुवन में फिरे वो बिहाला, यहाँ साप बस आवत नाही, तदपि सभी तरह वो मन माही, सुनि सेवक दुख दीन दयाला, फरकी उठी द्वां भुजा बिसाला, सुनु सुग्रीव मारी हवो, बाली एक ही बान, ब्रह्म रुद्र शरणागत, गए न उबरी प्राण, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नाथ बाली अरु मैं द्वौ भाई, हे नाथ, Vali and me are two brothers. Preeti rahi kachu barani na jai. The love which we had for each other cannot be explained. It is such an amount of love we had for each other. This means, now see, Preeti rahi kachu barani na jai. We had love for each other. That means now it is not there. Why? We will see. Maya sutta mayavi tehi navu avaso prabhu hamare gavu. Once the son of the demon Maya. Maya was a demon. And this Maya is actually the father of Mandodari, whom Ravana has married. And Maya had two sons. One is Mayavi and other one is Dundubhi. This Dundubhi was a very hyperactive person, should be. He wanted to establish that he is the most powerful, and he came to fight with Vali. Vali just hit him and then killed him immediately. With no much difficulty, he killed Dundubhi. Now this Mayavi brother, he became very annoyed. He said, whoever has killed my brother, I am going to finish him. He is a very powerful person, no doubt. I am going to show my prowess and see that I'll kill him. So, Ardharati Pura Dwara Pukara. And he came to our town, Kishkindha. And midnight, he came and they call it Lalkar. They call it Lalkar. He shouted and called Vali for fight. See, the dead of night, the midnight, somebody comes and shouts. Won't you get annoyed? Why somebody? At home itself, if the wife or if the children, if they make some noise while we are sleeping, we get so wild, isn't it? I remember somebody's house, it happened. That person had something in the table. He took and threw it on the child. That much we get wild while we are sleeping. And this Mayavi, he comes to our town and comes in front of our palace and then he shouts. And remember, the Rakshasas become very powerful during the night. The evil power is stronger at night. The shloka which I will read now from the Valmiki Ramayan. Nishachara balam ratrau, diva balam divakarau. Pishacha balam sandhyayam, sarvatra balam raghava. So beautiful. He says, Nishachara balam ratrau. The Nishachara, that is the Rakshasas, they become very powerful at night. Diva balam divakaro. During the day, Surya is very powerful. Pishacha balam sandhyayam. That is why Sandhya Vandana is very important. That is a time, some people, of course, today's conditions are so unfortunately. Those days, it was not like that. Today, people work day and night. There is no Desha Kala. We say Desha Kala Parichana Vastu is Bhagavan. Today, we may also relate Desha Kala Parichana Vastu worker. Especially IT industry, they don't have any time. On-site, offshore, when they work, they have no time. Any time, they are in front of the computer or the laptop and things like that. So, Sandhya Kala, that is a time when Pishachis are very strong. That is the time when you have to light the lamp, you have to chant some shlokas, you can do Sandhya Vandana, Gayatri Japa, or you can do any Japa. And then he says, Sarvatra Balam Raghava. Bhagavan Shri Ramchandraji is all-time powerful. Therefore, take Ramanama Japa. Especially Sandhya Kala. Why? Pishacha Balam Sandhyayam. Think. That is why Sandhya is very, very important. Bali Ripu Bala Sahaina Para. Now, Vali, he could not stand. He became extremely annoyed, very angry. Then he said, now I am going to kill the fellow. And then he took his gadha, whatever, and then he went. Dhava Bali dekhi so bhaga. He literally ran to challenge that enemy. Mai punigayamu bandhu sanga laga. I also ran behind him because my brother, that fellow is shouting and he sounds so angry. So even he is angry, we don't know what will happen. So I thought, for safety, let me also go with my brother so that I will also be able to help him. Giribara guha paita so jai. And that fellow, Mayavi, the moment he came, he ran. Where? He went into one cave. Very well-known cave. Taba Bali mohi kaha bujai. Then Bali saw me coming behind him. Then he turned towards and said, Phari kesu mohi eka pakhavara. Wait for my return, till a fortnight. 15 days, you wait. Nahi aavav. In case I don't come back, tab janesu mara. Then understand that I have been killed. 15 days is a maximum time. Before that I will kill him and I will come out. But if I don't come out in 15 days, understand that I am killed. Masa divasataha rahevu sakharari. Kharari, hey Rama. Kharari means what? The slayer of Khara. Khara and Dushana. So Kharari means Ramchandraji. Masa divasataha rahevu. I stayed there for one whole month, not 15 days. One full month I stayed, hoping that my brother will come back. And what did I see? Nisira Rudhira Dhara Tahambhari. And suddenly after 1 month, I saw blood flowing out of the cave. Bali Hatesi. Then I thought, Bali has been killed. Now, Mohi Marihai. Now he will come to kill me also. Because he must have also seen, I was going with him only. So he must have seen me also. Therefore, now having killed Vali, he will come to kill me. Sila de tahan chale parai. I took a big boulder and then put it in front of that cave, closed the cave, and then I ran, I fled away. Mantrina pura dekha binasai, deen he mohi raja bari aayi. All the ministers, they saw me coming. Then they asked me what happened. And then I told them all that happened. They were all very, very sad. And then they said, there cannot be a kingdom without a leader, without a king. Therefore, they forcefully made me the king of Kishkinda. Bali tahi mari grihava. But what happened? Actually, that blood belonged to Mayavi, not Vali. Vali came out of the cave and saw that big boulder. He got so annoyed and he kicked the boulder, and his power was so much, the boulder broke and flew in all directions. And then he came home. Dekhi moho, he saw me. And he had so much of grudge that I had put him. What did he think? He thought that I have closed to become the king. But he did not understand that this has happened and the people in Kishkinda had made me the king. So out of grudge, he came to kill me. Ripusama mohi marisi atibhari. He came to kill me as though he is killing a ripu, enemy. Harili nesi sarbasu arunari. And not only that, I ran away, I fled. I tried to go and tell him, oh brother, you have come, please take the kingdom back. I was about to go and tell him, but even before I spoke to him, he beat me very badly. And I had to run because I knew the power of Vali. Very powerful. And he drove me away. And not only that, he took everything for himself, including my wife, he took away. Think. Take bhaya raghubhira kripala, for fear of him. Hey Kripala, I had to run away. Sakala bhuvana mein phirevu bihala. I gave up everything and I ran and I roamed around all over the universe. Iha sapa basa avata nahi. Here in Kishkinda, I realized later, I'm Dumbo, you know. I realized later what? Here in Kishkinda, Vali cannot come. Why? Because tadapi sabita raham manamahi, there is one shapa. When Dundubi had come to kill Vali, Vali killed him. And he was in absolute rage. He took that and threw. Dundubi was in the form of a buffalo. He threw the buffalo. He could have just left it there only. He has anyway killed. What was the big deal to throw it and all? Rage. Anger. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. Gita says, because of anger, buddhi nasha. He took that buffalo and threw it away. And what happened? The drops of blood from Dundubi dropped. And where did it drop? It dropped in sage Matanga Rishi, who was meditating there. He got so wild and he gave a shapa. Whoever is responsible for this, if he enters this particular hill, his head will blast. He will be killed immediately, automatically. Therefore, Vali cannot enter here. Sunisevaka Dukadina Dayala, listening to his devotee Sugriva's distress, Bharaki uthi dvai bhuja vishala. The one with the strong arms, he caught up with that, valorous mood. Sunu Sugriva marihamu. Hey Sugriva, listen. I will kill Vali. Balihi ekahi bana. With one single arrow, I will kill Vali. Brahma Rudra Saranagata Gayena Ubirihi Prana. And his life will never be saved even if he takes shelter under Brahma or Shiva. He did not add Vishnu because he himself is Vishnu. Therefore, he did not add Brahma or Shiva. Even if he takes shelter under them, I will kill him. I will kill him. By this, Bhagavan has fulfilled the Mitra Dharma. Is going to fulfill rather. He exercised the Mitra Dharma. Further, what happened, we will see tomorrow. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।